to see Queen Blair Davenport because she's a queen versus Queen Naomi. Naomi is a queen also. But this match wasn't it. And it's not because these girls are not talented. It's not because, if anything, necessarily negative. I would say this probably has a lot to do with them never wrestling before, as far as I know. And so it's like they're inexperienced with each other. They don't really have that natural chemistry. And so it made it a little bit, I mean, the best way that I could say it was awkward. And part of it is like, I don't know if I would have felt that way if I didn't already know that other people did, because I didn't watch it until, almost 2 days after it aired. And I had already seen everybody's reaction to it. And they were like, oh, it was kind of awkward. They just don't have that chemistry, blah, blah, blah. So when the match came on, I already knew, like, oh, I was prepared for
Glass
it.
shattered
like,
before.
It's almost like I was looking for it,
Yep.
Yeah. So like, because you said through your first watch, you didn't think it was
look
like
that terrible. No,
yeah.
I'm with you. It wasn't that bad. But then you texted to, or not even that. I saw it in the banners.
Yeah.
And went back and watched it. And the one thing, it was awkward because it wasn't bad. I don't want to say the match was bad, but it was all about chemistry. You could tell that these two have really never stepped in the ring with each other. And I'm only saying that because I know I don't want to say, oh, they never have, and then bullshit cage match ratings come up. So you could tell immediately that there was just no chemistry there. And the finish, like everything that was important into the match was fine, and Blair won at the end of it. So that's why I'm just like, okay, cool. You need to build up her. So the result of the match makes me forget about the botchiness that happened.
And it wasn't even like botchy. It was just like, it was like
slow, like the timing. Their timings were very different.
It was just very, you could see that they were like setting up for certain things and like whatever. Early. So it was almost at certain moments it almost felt like it was in slow motion, and I think that's what caught people's eye. And that's the thing, is like, I get it. If you can watch it and you can feel that, then you are gonna be like, oh, it was kind of awkward. But for me, it's like, if it would be a lot different if these were two people that have been in the ring together a ton of times. Then you could kind of be like, okay, what's going on here? Why did that look like that? I think it's so much more forgivable when it's people who are just not used to wrestling each other. You can kind of see this for what it is and be like, okay, you can acknowledge that it was a little bit awkward, it's a little clunky, but it wasn't bad. No one messed anything up. They weren't sandbagging each other. They weren't doing anything to like make it look bad intentionally. So that's why it's like, okay, if this continues after they wrestle like 10 matches against each other or something, then it could be like, all right, what's going on? But I think that, this was a fine match. It's obviously continuing the 3-on-3 feud that they have going on with Bianca and Jade and the Unholy Union. And I'm just glad that Blair is finally being on TV. So it's unfortunate that, it's not her first match, but one of her first matches on SmackDown is going to be remembered for this. But she's a queen. I want to see her. She's so cool and she's so different. So that's why I just want to see her thrive.